Hi there, it's Belle here for the American Approach Unfiltered. This is an episode of what I'm going to call car thoughts because I am currently on my way to school right now. I have about a 35-minute drive to my university and some homework assignment that I was working on last night really got me thinking. For my English class, I have to write an essay that takes the U.S. education system and revises it, and then you have to defend it. So I decided instead of revising it and making adjustments that I would just cut it all out. Because, let's be honest, it's too far gone to resurrect. So that's my exact thesis that I have to support. And it got me thinking about how influential the U.S. education system. I mean, in my mind, in order to take back America, we have to do a couple different things. I say, first of all, abortion needs to go away completely. I think it became pretty dang clear last episode that that's where I stand. So in my mind, that needs to go. Second, to take back America is the education system needs to be axed or intensely reviewed because all it has to offer is indoctrination. But before we get into that, I wanted to say it is no secret. It is no secret that the LGBT whatever agenda is popularized. I know that is a statement of fact to the majority of people listening to this. But it's become more than popularized, it's trending. It's a thing to just say, oh yeah, this is my thing, or you know what, I'm going to hold off on identifying this until a later time, or I'm a little bit confused right now. And that all roots from the education system. I was lucky enough last February to be able to go to a Purple for Parents event, and they had a lot of really informational stuff. But one thing that they brought up was that in extremely young kids, I want to say K through second, I don't know if that's the exact grades that they had mentioned, but one thing that classrooms are doing is they talk about butterflies, and then they have these little print-off color sheets that they give to their kids in the classrooms, and they show them a picture of one butterfly, and it's got this, one design on it, and they're like, well, this is a male butterfly, and he looks this way, and then this is a female butterfly, and she looks a little bit different than the male, but both of her wings match, at least, just like the male's does. But then there's this other butterfly that's unique and different and special, and it has two different patterns on its wings. So let's all color our butterflies. What do you feel like looking like today? Let's say, okay, we'll put a chevron pattern on the left, and then if you want polka dots on the right, that's okay, because you can be non-binary. You can have a non-binary butterfly, and that's okay because it's super special and different and unique. If that's not accepted, then there's a problem there. You're probably being oppressed. But anyway, whatever. So everybody color your butterflies, whatever color you want. And here's the deal. I mean, as a kid, and still sometimes now, I'm a people pleaser. Like, if somebody tells me, like, hey, you're doing a good job, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do more of that. So it is no surprise that a kid who is told that, hey, this non-binary butterfly, or this butterfly that's a little bit different, unique, and special, like, let's be it. Let's be that unique, special, different butterfly because it's special. What kid doesn't want to be told that they're special and that they're unique and different? So they're going to accept that, and they're going to get that in their minds. I think all the time, like, about a parent who is, very Christian and conservative, and then one day their kid comes home and starts talking about this gender crap, and you're like, where did you get that from? They're getting it from the schools. These schools are indoctrinating kids into thinking about gender, sex, and sexuality First of all, at an age where they should not be concerned about that, but also it's completely inappropriate. What these kids should be thinking about is, oh my God, what am I going to do at recess today? Am I going to play kickball? Am I going to play basketball? Am I going to sit with my friends under a tree and talk? Am I going to poke a stick into the ground because it just rained and it's a little muddy and I can do that? That's what they should be worried about. They should not be thinking about, oh, I don't know if I'm a boy or a girl. Or maybe am I non-binary like the special butterflies are? They should not be worrying about these things. If you come out as gay or whatever later on in life when you're way into college, big whoop. But these kids should not be getting fed this at a super young age. They shouldn't be getting fed it in the public education system at all. It should be a parent's responsibility to teach their kids about this stuff and do it in a way that is appropriate for the kid, whatever age or circumstance that they have. It should be the parent's responsibility, not the education system's. Because I was a kid once. I was homeschooled. I was taught that Jesus loved me, that I'm a child of God, that my dad is really, really funny and takes care of us, that my mom is really, really kind and nurturing, and that she teaches me all kinds of math and language arts, and she takes me to other co-ops and organizations that have other kids, and I have a good big brother who believes the same thing. All of the kids that I go to co-op with, they believe in Jesus, and their families do too. That's what I was fed as a kid. Kids do not naturally think about what their gender, sex, and sexuality or whatever is. They do not naturally think about that. They are told to think about that. I was not told to think about that. I was told to think about how Jesus loves me and I'm a child of God, and that's how I identify. Yes, I'm a girl, but I'm a child of God above all else. That's what I was taught to think about. These kids are currently in school thinking about what their gender is. Not because they naturally are thinking about that, but because they're being told to. That's where it's going wrong. Kids do not naturally come home one day and wonder, you know what, Mom and Dad, I don't know if I'm a boy or a girl. I think that there's a chance that I might like this girl, and I'm a girl too. Is that wrong? No kid naturally thinks about that. That's where it's going wrong. That's where America needs a serious take back, because the future is everything. And if we are losing kids so young to this indoctrination station system, there's no chance that America is going to be taken back. The current administration, the current generation of people can only do so much. We have got to pay attention to what our kids are coming home and talking about. We need to know what is going on in the classrooms. More importantly, we should be pulling our kids out of these pedophilia situations. They're being sexualized. They're being abused. This is abuse. We need to pull these kids out of this situation so they actually have a chance. Because honestly, this current generation, I don't know if it's Gen Z or millennial, I don't really get it, but I don't care. Whatever my current generation is, where we're all fed up about our gender, sex, and sexuality, you almost can't blame them for being so ate up with all of it. Because they were probably the first round of kids, if you want to call it, to experience this thing. So honestly, who can blame them when they never really stood a chance? So that's why we have got to get these kids out of public school and into our own hands, where we can teach them about God, about government, about civics, about healthy relationships that reflect godly values, about how to steward, about how to disciple. Because right now, the way things are going, they do not stand a chance, and this country is going down fast. We need to attack it at the source. We need to recover education. And if that means making some sacrifices, I absolutely encourage you to do that. Just a heads up, I'm planning on getting an elementary education major with a minor in Christian studies, and I ultimately would like to be a means for parents who don't have the resources and time and money to homeschool their own kids, but they also don't want them in the public education system. I want to be a resource for that. So hit me up in 3 years. I'll be graduated by then. And would love to fight the power on this. But anyway, thank you for listening to my cute little rant. I hope you have a great day. Keep in touch and up to date on social media. I'm on Instagram at Belle. Should be on Truth Social somewhat soon, I hope. Stay based. Stay in your faith. Keep fighting the power. Don't forget to vote in the primary elections. We're trying to get some good conservative people up to the state convention that can really make some change. Voting day is coming up. It's a week from tomorrow at the time that I'm recording this. It's May 3rd. So get out and vote. Primary elections are super important. Have a good day. God bless you.